What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Memphis Conservative channel. If you hadn't subscribed already, subscribe and hit that like button and share this video and comment down below. Uh, Shout out to the Daily Caller for this one. Like this back. Sorry about that. Shout out to the Daily Caller for this one. I'm doing an updated video that I did like 6 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, about some Republicans joining the Democrats to pass what they call the Dignity Act, which would give amnesty to like 350,000 illegals in Pacific. In this is one of them cases that the U.S. Supreme Court still has, and they haven't decided yet, but I think they're supposed to be getting close. So I guess they call this they're trying to get ahead of the curve on this one. I don't see how this right here will work. By them trying to, by them passing it before the U.S. Supreme Court has a ruling on the matter. So I guess they call this they was trying to get ahead of the curve on it, because they pretty much know that the U.S. Supreme Court is going to shoot this down. But anyway, the Thursday vote to effectively grant amnesty and block deportation of roughly 350,000 Haitian migrants passed the House 220 to 207. Notably, the final vote was preceded by the adoption of a resolution to bring the bill to the floor, which saw 7 Republican defectors join House Democrats. So y'all can get together on that, but can't get together to bring the SAVE Act to the floor. You can bring this to the floor, but you can't bring the SAVE Act to the floor. I call out both sides. The party that I support, yeah, it's snakes over there too. There's some people over there in that party that does wrong. Because my thing is, you come up with this kind of bill to stop the deportation of 350,000 illegals. So you're basically going against what us as the people voted for Trump to deport, to deport these illegals. So I guess y'all just said, the hell what the people want, the hell what the people voted for Trump for. Well, it's one of the things, we voted for Trump for, the ones that voted for him. It's like y'all saying, the hell what the people want. We're going to do what we want. We're going to decide for them, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're voting for, and or whatever the case may be, whatever they sick minds are thinking. That's like a slap in the face. To make a long story short on that, it's like a slap in the face to the ones that voted for this man to do this, to deport all of these people. Maybe this right here I'll play right quick.
Vote. The yeas are 224, the nays are 204. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
So they're just cheering, and then you see all these people out here on this side, they're cheering. Of course, you know what side that is over there.
Pursuant.
I guess it's that serious for them to give hugs and all that right there. Brandon Gill, Brandon Gill of Texas, a vocal critic of the GOP-led Dignity Act. In other words, the Dignity Act. In a statement to the Daily Caller in reaction to Thursday's vote, resoundingly reject mass. We wanted the mass deportation, and it's time for Congress to listen. We must reject any form of amnesty. If we reward illegal immigration, we only incentive more illegal immigration. It's time for Congress to put our people first. The final vote for the measure came just days after a Haitian illegal immigrant, Robert Jacquin, fatally attacked a woman at a Fort Myers gas station on April 3rd, repeatedly striking her in the head with a hammer, according to a Department of Homeland Security, DHS. And I remember reading about that a couple of weeks ago. I intend to do a story on it. I got tied up, got busy. Sorry. As a matter of fact, I remember the guy picture and everything. The DHS said Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, assisted local police in tracking down and arresting Jacquin following the incident. One administration official responded to the 7 GOP members voting in favor of the extension for Haitians in the country, no less of a Haitian migrant. So it's like they saying, to me on both sides that you're saying like these illegals are more important than than American people, because it's multiples of stories of illegals killing Americans. And y'all are voting, and y'all are advocating for these people to stay here. Proud to join a bipartisan effort alongside Representative Gillen to pushing for an extension for Haitian temporary protected status. We're joined by Representative Ayanna Presley. I can't stand her, and that's her right here, this bald head lady right here with the shades on. Whip Captain and Mike Lawler, the guy that wrote the comments, Mike Lawler, this is him right here. This traitor traitorous bastard right here. 6 days ago, a Haitian man beat a woman to death with a hammer. Yesterday, a Republican majority Congress voted to keep 350,000 Haitians here, an average of 18 per city. The blood from this marching over her grave in an effort to keep these, doctors said in a statement for the Supreme Court versus Maya, consolidated with the related serial TPS case, Mullen versus Doe. In late 2025, the Trump administration moved to terminate Haiti's temporary protected status, setting an end date of February 3rd, a decision that would have affected roughly 350,000 beneficiaries. However, a federal district court in Washington, D.C., why am I not surprised, blocked the termination in early February 2026, finding it likely unlawful. And the D.C. Circuit later upheld that injunction. Jesus Christ. The Supreme Court granted expedited review and will hear oral arguments on April 29th, the last day of its April argument session. Until the court rules, the lower court stay remains in effect. So Haitian TPS petitions include work authorizations continue. And a little bubble thinking that you're just gonna tear it all down and build it back up. Burchett told the caller. In Fort Myers, Florida, arguing that support for extending protection reflects a liberal mindset that assumes migrants will assimilate in ways he believes is unrealistic. He further suggested that some lawmakers back in such policies may be influenced by political incentives tied to Haitian constituents or by broader ideological efforts to reshape the system. I think you probably have some Haitians in your district that vote is why they wrote this. Okay, they wrote this more. Okay, I'm gonna go down here to this. Republican Tennessee Representative Andy Ogles re-inherited his firm opposition to any form of amnesty, saying he intends to actively oppose Republicans who support such measures. He argued that extending TPS for Haitians undermine U.S. sovereignty and amounts to a betrayal of national interest. Yeah, that's what I said. A few of them betrayed us on that. I mean, you got some more Republicans that need to get, they need to be thrown out of their party too. Also, though, other than them, it's more than them. I would never be an amnesty Republican, and I would spend every day of my career in Congress destroying their aims to crush our statement to the caller. TPS for Haitians is a national betrayal. Republican Georgia Representative Andrew Clyde echoed similar concerns, framing the policy as a betrayal of American interests and warning that GOP lawmakers who support TPS extensions urge Republican unity around an immigration agenda that rejects any form. Shielding TPS holding Haitian illegals is an unthinkable betrayal of the American people. That's what I said at first. It's like y'all saying the hell what we want. These are some of the very same Republicans pushing for mass amnesty under the so-called Dignity Act. Our House Republican conference must be united in delivering an America First immigration agenda, which includes rejecting safe havens for illegal aliens, whether through a Democrat discharge petition or a bill named in a foreign language. The Daily Caller also reached out to Republican Representative Greg Stevo and Byron Donalds. I know him of Florida. Matter of fact, he's running for the governor of Florida, and he's a good guy. For comment, but did not receive a response in time for. So, but yeah, it's like they're saying, and I mean, like I said, they're trying to get ahead of the curve on it before the U.S. Supreme Court decides on this matter about that TPS protection thing. And this ain't the first time, that some Republicans then went behind Trump's back, especially about something like this, went behind his back, and you got with some Democrats saying, we'll support this right here. That ain't what y'all supposed to be doing. If this man is doing mass deportations, why would y'all try to stop this for these 350,000 Haitian people? So it's like on both sides, it's bad people. I don't see no good people on Democrat side. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If it is, maybe a couple, and they like a couple of diamonds in the dirt. Over here on the Republican side, it is some good Republicans, but it's also some bad ones too. But it's quite a few bad ones. We call them rhinos. But yeah, this kind of stuff here doesn't make any sense. Y'all just went straight up behind this man back to do this. And y'all went against what we wanted, what we voted for. The ones that voted for Trump and wanted the mass deportation. We most definitely want the violent ones out. The ones that's not valid, but you still here illegally. See what I'm saying? Because that's like a spit in the face to the ones that went through everything they're supposed to go through to come here legally. I work with a Honduras guy at work. He said when he got through with all the paperwork, the lawyers, the money, man said he was out of damn near $27,000, and it took him a few years to come over here legally. Even he said he's against when them borders was wide open and these people just come over here and then they give them all kind of stuff, and it's like they just skipped the line. It's like I said, it's like a spit in the face to people like him. The guy I'm talking about I work with. This is what he told me out his own mouth. He's for Honduras. He said it's not fair because they just get to come over here and bam, they here. You get them housing and all that kind of stuff, all taxpayer dollars and stuff. Loans from banks and all that old kind of stuff. And I understood what he was saying. And I agree with him. But yeah, but this is sick. I'm pissed off at this. I know Trump is, but he's dealing with other stuff though right now. The Iranians, they back acting up again already, and I'm sick of them. To me, they don't believe fat meat grease, I guess. So thanks for stopping by the Memphis Conservative channel. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section about this right here. Like I said, it was an updated video that I had did like 6 days ago. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and share this video and hit that like button. Peace.